We're a duo called Rainmaker. This is Tina Delacovius, myself, Mike Rowe.
Cool, so tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you guys from? What's your vibe?
We're from here, really, I guess.
Big bad city.
Which is Joburg.
Yeah, Joburg.
For those of you who don't know, we're in Joburg.
Yeah.
We are an acoustic duo. Really, I guess we've been recording, so we've got some other stuff in our music right now. But essentially, it's just two guitars, two voices. What else can we say?
Well, I don't know, the songs we recorded are with a band.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have a band called Coco, so they're going to be joining us as we go along the way.
Nice.
Because some of the music electric, some's acoustic. But in the meantime, for these venues that we're playing, these smaller venues around that we do with 4 or 5 other acts, they like to keep it small and neat. You know? So we kind of worked out a way of playing the songs with 2 guitars and 2 voices. And like most of the other bands are doing, actually.
Awesome.
Yeah,
and then on the bigger nights, we can bring the bass and drums. And
I think there's a sort of need or want for that nowadays, wouldn't you say, where you know, especially with the current electronic revolution, as to say, you know, people want to see like almost campfire music, the real sort of thing, you know.
That's not far from the truth, because I haven't used backtracks live ever. Okay. And when I did, it was so long ago that I think it's out of date now. So, so I don't do that thing with. I don't rock up at a live venue with a module and programs and backtracks. We play live with the band, and if we're just the 2 of us. So
we keep it as real as possible.
Yeah.
That was the idea behind it when we started it, to keep it real music, you know, because there's so much music that isn't really real. That's a loose term, but you know, so we wanted to make it as sort of organic, I guess, as possible, and just keep it acoustic.
I like that word, organic. Nice. So what are the venues that you guys have been playing at?
Tans, the Radium.
Tans Cafe, the Radium Beer Hall, and we did the Amuse Cafe. It's in Linden, I think, and where else have we played? Indulgence, we've done.
Indulgence.
You've done it. We've done it together.
Yeah. But we did Rumours.
Nice.
And we did what else have we done? Oh god, I mean, we've done a few now.
Yeah, there's quite a few now.
Yeah, there's a few.
We've actually only been together for that long. I think about 6 to 8 months. So
we
first rehearsed a whole lot of stuff that she'd written, and then I had to get creative on some of it, and then a couple of things together, and then we're recording with a guy called Craig Heckrath.
Yeah.
He's a really patient dude, thank God.
Yeah. So, he gives us lots of time.
Yeah, because he gives us enough time to get it right. Which is all you can ask, really.
How would a normal recording day go with Craig? You know, would you guys have, for how many hours do you record? What's the process?
It's a head bashing thing. It's great, and I mean that in a creative way, because we get the song how we feel it should be.
Yeah, live. Yeah. So it works live.
We like the other input of. That's cool, but what I'm hearing is it would be cool if you put that in or that in. And the best of it is, let's try it and see.
Yeah, so we come up with things, and then sometimes that it works, and we check them out and try again. And
so your songs more start as an idea or a feeling.
Sometimes we actually finish them.
Yeah.
The way we think we're going to play it live, because we have to play it live, and then we go to record it and go, okay, when we record it, we go, let's put another idea, or let's change the keys somewhere, or something like that. Either he'll come up with that, we'll come up with that. The point is, he's got the patience and time to record it, listen to it. We thrash it around a bit and go, not really happening, or really happening, let's keep that.
So it's like a creative space for you guys to come and, you know, work with your music and that kind of thing, see what works best.
For sure, yeah. It's quite sort of relaxed as well, you know. I mean, one of the songs that we did, I just couldn't get the vocal right. I mean, I spent like 8 hours, and by the end of it I was like, this song, I hate this song. But he's like, occasionally, okay, it's fine, you know, that was all right, but let's do it again.
Yeah, it's good. It's cool.
I'll just get it right. But
we've got time there, to be honest. We're not paying for it.
Yeah.
We've got a guy that does it, was pro for 10 years, does a day job thing now, but he's highly enthusiastic and really just wants to mix and record, because that's where he gets creative. So when we've left, he can post-mix and throw it back at us and say, what do you think of this? And we can say, that's cool or it isn't cool, or whatever like that. So a guy's got the time to do it, which is every sort of other weekend at least. And then I like to stick with that thing of what Trevor Rabin said years ago with Rabbit, that I've never heard since, which is those that have the time and patience to get it right will end up with a long-lasting result. as opposed to a 5-minute song that comes and goes.
That's true.
You'll find that when time was and imagination was put into albums by Pink Floyd, those albums are timeless because they put in a whole year.
Yeah,
You can see it with
definitely.
the current pop culture, you know. I mean, even the biggest artists on the planet, Lady Gaga, whoever, you know, in 5 years' time, let's be serious, are they,
Yeah, I know.
they're
Yeah.
not going to be around.
Well, if they did it in 10 minutes, probably not. But if somebody... Oh, there's albums, you know, that have stood the
No,
test.
sure,
I
I
guess
mean-
Dark Side of the Moon is one that was done back in
of
whenever
course,
it was.
I mean, there's-
You know, they put a year into that. Thinking about it, creating it, in their most inspired moments and capturing them. That takes a long time when it's 4 people. So,
Yeah, apparently Linkin Park, their first album was 12 years in the making.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Over 120 songs or something.
But now the name
ridiculous
Linkin
like
Park
that.
has lasted this long. It's another
Yeah.
15 years. So, I mean, I think that's what happens.
Yeah.
As opposed to
Just
one of these
hashed
fly-by-night
together.
ideas that gets quickly put down, like, I don't know,
Yes,
Mamba
yeah,
number
sure.
5 or shit like that. And then it comes and goes in a week and you go, whatever happened to that thing?
Yeah.
And then you go to a wedding and there it is.
Yeah.
Exactly head.
Because those people aren't going to let go.
So when do you guys think that you'll be ready to release your EP or your album?
Oh golly.
Well, it won't be that long because we've got it with this time we've got it pretty quickly. So in 2 months we've got 3, now nearly 4
Yeah.
completed songs,
Yeah.
not just half
Fully
demoed,
completed. Yeah.
which is quite
Yeah.
cool. So if we get 8 or 9, I don't know, about 4 months.
How many tracks
Yeah.
are you looking to get down? for
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'd like to do sort of 10, but if we get to like 8 or 9 and we're happy with that,
the-
then
Yeah.
because there'll probably be some that we'll say, oh, that's not, we don't want that anymore. You know, often you go back to the beginning, the first things that you recorded, and you think, actually, that's not so great anymore. So we might chuck some out or whatever it may be. If we get to like 8 or 9, that's cool. Then we'll be happy, I think.
Yeah, I think it's getting harder now. I could be wrong. You could correct me, but there's 15 songs on an album is hard for people to get through
Yeah.
now, unless it's
It is.
really
Yeah.
something.
It's usually
It is
between 12
without
and 10,
becoming
and
very
they're on.
detached or very one-dimensional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard to keep the variety but not change the overall.
That's the whole thing. I
Scope,
think 15
you know.
tracks is a lot now.
It is.
Most times when you listen to a 15-track album, there's only 6 songs you're going to listen to anyway. So
yeah, and you know the problem with that is that the songs sort of on the 15-track album, no matter how good they are, because it's stretched over such a long period of time, you know, it loses the focus.
Yeah.
You know, a funny movie's funny, but stretched over 3 hours,
It
just
loses
not
lose it
funny.
out.
For sure, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, rock. I mean, especially, you know, guitars, it must be 12 tracks in art, you know, at the most. Ideally, album 10 tracks, EP 5.
Yeah.
You know.
I think most albums that reach a track of higher 15 is usually greatest hits and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're probably a
Like, especially
compilation or
the-
something. you know.
Yeah.
And
Exactly,
even then, you only listen to 3 of the tracks because the rest don't sound like hits anymore.
Yeah.
Unless of course it's ABBA. Their compilation is 7 CDs long. Or the
Really?
Beatles boxed set.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Or 80
That's like
CDs
every
with
album.
400 number
Goes
one
over
hits.
20 years.
But again, even the Beatles, I mean, look at all that time and work they put in with a great producer and just to get
George Martin for life.
Usually the guy, eh? Usually the guy.
The guy invented the tape flange and
Yeah.
many things. He's a fantastic guy.
I guess that was a good
For
time. I
sure.
wish I'd been alive and around and in it at the time to
Yeah,
see it all
sure.
go down because it must have been
It's
something.
totally